Hey everyone, welcome back to Iguana Gaming. I'm the Iguana, and today we are playing some ARK Survival Evolved Mobile Edition. Today guys, we are back on the clock server, and as you can see, we are in the Redwoods, and that is because I am kind of looking for something to tame here. Now, I thought that the best place to go for taming would definitely be somewhere in the PvP zone, which is currently right there, dead center of the map, and so I'm basically going to fly around this area, look for something that's a high level. I'm hoping for either like a Carno or possibly a good Dimorphodon, because Dimorphodons are actually, they can be very, very powerful as like these tiny little flyers. So if you can get a couple of those, they can actually do a very good job of being like interior base defense sort of creatures. And so I'm hoping to find something that we can take out relatively easy, tame up, and I thought we would do that in the PvP zone, mostly because I need experience, and you do get boosted experience in the PvP zone. So that's kind of why we're hanging out over here today. Hopefully we'll find something worthwhile. I'm definitely going to have to keep my eyes peeled in case anybody has built out here and has turrets, because that could be a major issue. We do have a fast bird, but I'm not sure we're fast enough to get away from some auto turrets, so hopefully we don't run into any of that, and if we do, at least I'll know where it is, I guess. Alright, so let's start looking for some of these creatures. I saw a Dimorph a second ago, and then I kind of lost track of it. I do have a frying pan, I do have a bola, so that should be relatively easy to knock these guys out. I also happen to have a long neck rifle and an ascendant crossbow on me, so if we do find something worth taming, I have like 3 different ways I could possibly knock it out, but I'm really only interested in getting a Dimorph if it's super strong. So hopefully we find something that is just like a really insanely good level. I'm hoping for something in kind of the 250 range. That is a pretty good bet for getting a decent Dimorph to start with, and then once we have that, we can kind of build up from there. Basically, I want something that's going to have the possibility of being leveled up a little bit, so we can level up health or melee, whatever we choose, and definitely something that is going to be a problem for anyone who tries to raid and runs into it. So I'm basically just checking all of these guys. Unfortunately, they're very thick out here, and so you have to be super careful, because if you hit one, you're probably going to hit them all. And actually, I could probably summon them to me by killing one of them, which may not be a bad idea if I just had them all come after me. I do have my frying pan. I could very easily knock out a whole bunch of these guys all at once, which would be kind of fun, actually. Currently, I'm not seeing any Carnos, so that's kind of an issue. I was hoping for a good Carno, but I may have to go somewhere else for one of those. Alright, are there any good Dimorphs? I can't really... Their levels are a little bit hard to check. It's almost easier to just fly straight up to them rather than trying to go and spyglass them. It's a little bit easier to fly up to them and check their level that way. If I see anything over 200, 190 is not bad. If I see anything over 200, I will probably go ahead and try to just frying pan everything in the area until I get the one I want knocked out. But I'm not going to do that until I actually find one that's worth taming, because it's not worth the headache of dealing with all the Dimorphs coming at you until you find one that's actually going to be worth taming. So yeah, we'll just keep flying around this little area. Hopefully we stay in the PvP zone here. That's kind of the goal. Still not seeing anything. I don't see anything. This is like a big bummer right now. Oh, there is an RG. We'll probably have to kill this guy now, but that's alright. I'm also in here to gain XP for killing other creatures, so if I definitely am not finding... if I'm not finding any Dimorphs, I am at least going to be attacking things that attack me, and that should boost my XP quite a bit, even if I do kill them with my creature, because I will get some of that XP. And I'm still very low level. I'm only like level 30 on this server at this point, so I have a long ways to go, and I could definitely benefit from a little bit of extra combat here, basically. Can you please die? Ugh, I miss griffins. I just need to get to the point where I can tame a griffin, and then all will be well. That sounds probably super sad to say, but really it makes such a huge difference if you can get yourself a griffin. Pretty early on in the game, like, they're so fast, and they're just such versatile air fighting mounts that I honestly think they are worth all of the time to get. Alright, can you please die? Oh my goodness. This is legitimately miserable. Here we go. Ugh. This RG. Oh my goodness. He's almost dead. I'm gonna just avoid these guys from now on. They're too much of a pain to kill. Especially with the current RG that I have. It's just... ugh. You can't hit them fast enough. There we go. Alright, that worked out mostly okay. Mostly okay. Let's see what level this guy is. 10. That's truly awful. I'm just looking for anything over 200 at this point. If I can find even one, I will feel justified in trying to knock out like a whole bunch of other ones. But that 10, that level 200 is kind of a big barrier because below that, they're going to die way, way too quickly if someone comes into the base. So I'm really, really needing something that's a little bit higher level and a heck of a lot stronger to withstand basically people breaking into the base and then to kind of shock them with like a bunch of flying damage right after they get in. Probably won't do much, but it's definitely going to help to basically just beef up base defenses a tiny bit. And having a squad of Dimorphs is just kind of useful anyway because they're actually pretty strong and they're hard to hit. So if you send them against like a large creature, typically the Dimorphs will win if they are high enough level because they can take 1 or 2 hits, but they hit so much more often than the big creatures do that it's kind of an advantage on their part. Alright, not seeing anything over there, so we'll check out this other side. Maybe there will be something over here. Now, Dimorphs don't spawn over here quite as much. What level are you? Ooh, 140. Nah. We can do so much better. I think that's the hard part about playing on a hard server is that there are so many more options you can tame, but typically those options that might have been decent on a medium difficulty game are actually bad on a hard difficulty game. So really anything under that 200 mark is going to be essentially useless to you in the long run. So I think that's one of the major things that I actually really prefer about a medium server is that it's actually a lot easier to figure out what you need and to go and get what you need because you have so fewer options in terms of levels. All right. 80, nothing. Please be over 200. Just one of you. I would be happy with one of you. Oh my goodness. This is kind of a pain. Just a little. What level are you? Level 70. Man, they're all so low. 40. Hopefully we'll find one here eventually. I really do want to find something that's decent. Currently there's just a lot of Dimorphs in the area, so I'm kind of leaning towards taming those. But at the same time, I think I would much prefer to have a Carno. I just have not seen one yet that would be worth taming, while I have seen some Dimorphs that I would consider taming. That one's pretty. But pretty usually means low level. 30 and 20, both bad. There's a Dimorph egg. That would bring them all after me pretty quickly. 160. Oh man, there's just so many of them. They like overspawn, I think. I think we could definitely do with a few less Dimorphs in this area. For sure. 120. Alright. Well, what level are you? 150. Okay. So, nothing too great in the PvP zone at this time, unfortunately. Well, 80. Darn. Okay. Well, that's a bummer, and I definitely did not see any Carnos in the area, which is super disappointing because normally there are at least a few Carnos kind of hanging out in the Redwoods here, so it's a little bit of a bummer that I'm not seeing any at this time. Okay. Was that a tree platform? I don't think so. We might be okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and keep searching around here for a little bit, and if I find something that's worth taming, I will bring you guys back at that time. So I'll see you guys in hopefully what's just a few minutes here. Okay guys, we are back, and there is right over here a level 290 Dimorph, this one hanging around here. So I definitely want to get this guy knocked out. It is going to be quite a bit of a challenge because there are just so many Dimorphs in the area. And so my goal here is to actually use frying pans because they are super useful. One-hit knockouts, and they should definitely work on Dimorphs. So I'm going to find a Dimorph in the area, and hopefully one hit will do it. There we go. And then everything else should aggro on me. Alright. Alright, that's the 100. Oh, maybe they won't. Okay. Actually, this works out rather well. Because now I can just kind of kill them for XP, which is not the worst thing in the world, honestly. They don't give a ton, but they do give a little. And since they're unconscious, I kind of don't have to worry about these guys very much. Alright. Actually, that's going to be a lot easier than I had originally thought it would be. So now I just need to look for that 290. I think he's this green one over here, if I'm not mistaken. Is that you? No, that's just a 90. You're terrible. Go away. Alright. We'll get rid of this guy. Man, I super love frying pans, guys. Like, okay, iron skillet. I know they're called iron skillet, but I super love them. They are one of the most useful things on the game, I think. Definitely an advantage to have in this type of situation where you're looking for one of these creatures. And otherwise, it's like really hard to get through and get the Dimorph that you want. Oh my goodness. I might actually hit one just to aggro them all onto me. Okay, this is how this is gonna go. Oh my gosh, this may have been a mistake. Hopefully we'll find a Dimorph that's worth taming here. Oh my goodness, look at the pile. Oh, there's the 290. Ah! No, get out of here. Alright. 180? Okay. Alright, so there is the 290, which I do want to tame. Okay, he is unconscious. Hopefully that's alright. We'll go ahead and grab our bird. I think we're mostly okay. We've knocked out most of the other Dimorphs in that area. So we should be alright. We'll go back to this pile of Dimorphs here. And grab some meat, and then we should be all set, I think. Provided that everything goes smoothly here. This may be an issue. We may not be able to get the prime on him fast enough. Where's that 290? There he is. Give him all the meat. Perfect. Alright, so that actually worked out really well. We'll get the 290 up. Everything else is going to kind of be a problem, so I'm going to see if I can kill some of these other ones without hurting that particular Dimorph. There we go. That kind of got in the way. Oh man. Yeah, all these other ones are definitely going to get in the way. I wasn't hitting him, so that's good, but once these wake up, I'm going to be in serious trouble here. Okay. Can we harvest that? No. Perfect. Good to know. Oh, there's an angry Meganura. That's fine. I can't reach the Meganura, but it's not such a big deal that I'm going to worry about it too much. I really just want this 290 to tame up, and hopefully pretty quickly here. I might have to worry about him going unconscious, but I don't think I'll have to, so that's okay. Alright, Meganura dead. Oh, do we have angry Dimorphs? We do. Cool. I accidentally hit the Dimorphs. This is great. Oh man, Dimorph taming is such a chore, I tell you. Yeah, if you get that many of them, they're really just more of a pain than anything else because they can do quite a bit of damage if you don't deal with them, and so unfortunately you kind of have to deal with them. But they, man, out here they just travel in such massive packs. I really want the 290. Everything else I'm kind of like, I don't really need it. And so I might at some point go and try to find a matching gender one just so we have some really high level Dimorphs. And I actually think it would be really fun to do some Dimorph mutations, but really they're more for base defense than anything else. So I don't super know. Oh my goodness. Yeah, because in an enclosed area, if you can imagine like 18 Dimorphs that are really high level just setting out on you, yeah. It's not the worst thing in the world. If you have a good pike or sword, you'll probably kill them pretty easily, but it's just an extra layer of defense, so could be useful. Oh my goodness. There is a 240 in there that I actually wouldn't have minded taming, but it's a little bit late now since I am on the RG. Hopefully that other Dimorph actually gets tamed up and doesn't wake up. That could be a problem. Alright, I think the major issue here is that one of those Dimorphs must have woken up, which caused sort of a chain reaction of attacks here. Alright, can we... Alright, he is, I think, the last one that's gonna bother me. All of these guys are currently unconscious. Alright, he tamed up. Perfect. Beautiful. Very happy about that. We're gonna go ahead and pull him onto our shoulder, and then we're just gonna murder the heck out of everything else because they're all mostly low level, and I would rather not have to deal with these guys waking up on me and being a problem. Yeah, even that 180, I'm kind of just like, I don't need it. Alright, let's do this. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad overall. I'm pretty pleased with this. I think this is gonna be, if nothing else, it was fun to have to mess with the Dimorphs because, man, it's not very often that I do this kind of taming, and so I think it's super fun to be able to do this. Oh man, am I hungry now? I might also be super hurt. Alright, we'll just go ahead and take off. I do have a Quetzal egg on me, because I knew I was going to be starving. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so I think that worked out relatively well. We did get ourselves a super strong Dimorph, which was really the goal for today. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of the PvP zone here, just so we can check this guy out. Head over this direction. Yeah. Let's go to this side of the Redwoods. Whoop, there's a base there. I don't want to mess with that. Don't want to go near that while I'm still on the PvP timer. Ooh, I'm lucky they didn't have big turrets. Okay. Maybe we'll land up here where it's relatively safe, I think. Okay. Awesome. So, yeah, Dimorph, level 432. Definitely decent. Look at that health. I love it. The stamina, I don't super care about any of the stats other than health and melee. And this guy has some pretty good stats. So I wonder if I can get him to... I want you on passive. I wonder if I can get him to attack like a compy or something, because I want to see how much damage he does. But the RG may get in the way. Yeah. Here, let's see if I can get him to follow me, and I'll have him attack something. Nothing too high level. Level 20. That'll work. We'll have him attack this guy and see how he does. Hopefully he doesn't get too hurt, sort of doing things. Can we... There we go. He's down. I'm gonna make sure he's following me, because that'll make it a little bit easier. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Where do you go? The heck? Dimorph friend, are you on me? No, you're over there. Okay. Man, you blend in really well. He's actually a really good camouflage color. Right. So, I wanted him to follow me. There we go. Alright, now that he's following me, I can do this. And possibly... there. Alright, and now I should be able to see what kind of damage he's gonna do. If he's going to attack at all. Alright, he's clearly struggling to hit this guy at all. Oh my goodness, this is like the worst. He's kind of managing. Alright, so he did hit him once, and it looks like he did like 100 damage, so that's not bad. You know, I'm actually pretty happy with that. 100 damage is 100 damage. I definitely will take it, and if there's more of them, obviously in an enclosed space, they will do a better job of attacking the Gigantopithecus in the first place. There we go. We'll give him a couple hits. There we go. Yeah, okay, he does quite a bit of damage, so I think this is going to be good. I'm super excited about this idea here. I think the Dimorph is going to be awesome for doing some of this damage attacking stuff. Unfortunately, they do seem to have a little bit of trouble hitting, but not so much so that I think it's going to cause major issues. Alright, and what are you? A female! That's even better. Alright, guys, so, yeah, I do think that that actually might do it for today's episode, but we're gonna need some name suggestions for this particular Dimorph. So guys, if you did find yourself enjoying this video at any point, please do remember to hit that like button because it seriously helps me out. And if you want to see more content like this, you can, of course, subscribe. I will catch you all in the next one. Signing off, this is the Iguana.